Alright, welcome back to another backtesting video. In this backtesting video, I'm not going to be using all this jazz, okay? I'm not going to be using this. In fact, I'm pretty sure this shows just low volume in the market. And so, really optimally, you'd be wanting to trade where there isn't a line. Like the optimal trade is actually the light ones. So, uh, the lighter areas are actually optimal trading areas. But anyway, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going. Replay. Let's go 1 minute. First available date is less than a year ago. Wow, that is not very good. But here's what we're going to be testing. We're going to be testing. What we want is swoop of liquidity, inversion of any type. It can be 30-second or above. Okay. Then we'll be trading the retracement to a fib level, okay? And we're going to be targeting this area right there. Okay. We are going to be most likely we're going to take all trades off of this green level. Stop is going to be about there, and TP is going to be about there. Okay. That is going to be our trading model for today. That should yield us about a 1.3R trade. Let's go. Bro, how is the 1 minute not available? Gonna get it to show me the IFEGs now. IFEG. So we should see an IFEG now. All I have to do is wait. All right, so it didn't show it on the indicator, so I guess the indicator doesn't work. But that is a retracement. I mean, whatchamacallit. And we are about to tap that junk in right there. Now, let's see if this works or not. Bang! Bang! Oh my goodness. What a freaking W right there. Did y'all see that? I don't know if y'all saw that. We freaking destroy TP. Bro, I'm watching the 2016 video of Sorry. Look at the dancing. Hold on. They're going crazy. They're going crazy right now. All right. Continuing. So aggressive. we we just got an inversion. 10 a.m. Boom. See if we get that retracement. Ooh. 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 See, this would be heartbreaking. World shattering. We would never get that entry. We would not have gotten the entry. Heartbreaking. Dang, it's gonna pump. Wait. 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 Chat. Hold up. All right, so we got a second push back up, okay, after this inversion. But I think we need to be careful because usually once it pushes down and comes back up, usually that's my sign that that was a trade and we just missed it. So we need to be careful and see that if it's always um if it doesn't matter and if it's only on the first touch of the green line, it doesn't matter that it touched this. As long as it touches this, it's gonna go up. I explained that really bad, but we need to backtest that. Inversion. That was so gay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was extremely zesty. Have I found my forever model? Would we? You could probably say that. Oh my gosh, bro. Hopefully this keeps working. Chat. Hopefully this keeps working. There's nobody in chat currently. Also, we can get rid of this. Also, that was at 10 a.m. Pretty good time. Pretty good timing. Um, yeah, really just wait for that one setup and then we take it. Simple as that. Skip to the next day. Seven. Boom. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sweep of liquidity. We just swept London low. Now, oh, big ol' inversion here. Oh, do we get this retrade? This is a little weird. Oh, ooh. Now we swept the other liquidity and got another inversion. This is not valid. Following our rules, it did not tap the green, so we do not take it. We're not FOMOing. We are not FOMOing that. Low key, this is an inversion. We'll test it. Ooh, no. That obviously would not have worked. We didn't even take a trade on it. But I think yeah, we need a little higher probability than that. And this really didn't hit. It didn't. It only hit the 50%. It didn't even come down and retap. Unfortunate. If we get a bigger inversion, that's a good inversion right there. We can test it on that. Give me the retrace. There's the retrace. Maybe not. There we go. There it is. We will so. Ooh, that's a big stop. Mmm. That's an L. That's an L. Here's what I think we need to do in that situation. I think that we should be off the charts once we see that it sweeps both sides of liquidity. We need to get off the charts, okay? We need it to sweep one, and then we're going. That's our draw on liquidity. That's why it's going to keep going higher, is because there's liquidity higher or lower, depending on which one we sweep first. So once we sweep both, I think we need to get off the charts. Um, yeah, that should be a pretty basic thing. I should already know that. So, but I'm glad we back tested that. Next day. Entry. Entry. All right, that's another W. I think we've taken one real L and all other W's. So far, so good, honestly. So far, so good. And you see this 50%? It didn't really hold that time. Sometimes it hits the 50 and goes straight, or sometimes it comes down to this area down here and goes. So that's why we're entering at this green. Stop about in the middle right here. Wait, we should add that. We need to add a line at the halfway right here so we can have a stop line. I'm gonna do that real quick. I'll pause it for y'all if I can figure out how to pause it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Lights went out by accident. I could turn on a streaming light, but I don't really want to. I want to stay in the dark. So y'all can deal with that. But you can see what I've done here is I've added this really faint line about halfway so that we can have a really default setup. Like that. not like that. Like that. Also, I'm going to default this at 30 points. 30. Say that's 30. All right, then I got a 30 stop loss. And we have the Fibonacci tool. So far, this is looking good. Hopefully, I'm not getting lucky. Ooh. All right, here we go. London high and Asia high. Asia is yellow. London is blue. For obvious reasons. Um mm. All right, this video is kind of crazy. I think it's in good faith though. Show it's like inspiring for disabled people, I guess. Um but it is just showing a bunch of disabled people uh doing whatever. Kind of feels weird to watch. So we're switching songs. Maybe that's a me problem. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Also, are we taking this IFG right here? IFG. Wowzers. All right. Do we take this trade or not? We got a 3-minute IFEG, but not a 1-minute IFEG. Let's test it. 3-minute, but not a 1-minute. Boom. Oh, wait. We already touched it. And we went straight to take profit. You guys see that? So I completely missed it, but it was right there. Boom. To boom. Nice 1.3 as per usual. Let's see if we can do it again if we get a 1-minute IFG right here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, 1-minute IFG. Need to close above that. Uh, uh, uh. All right. Here we go. 1-minute IFG now. Ooh, we touched it. Oh, we touched it again. Perfect. Bye. Boom. Boom. Looks a little sketch. Nevertheless, what do we come out with the W? What do we? We came out with the W. This is probably really awkward for y'all because y'all don't have music. It must be tough. I've already been copyright claimed enough though. If I want to make this a real thing and like start making courses and scamming people, then I have to have a clean record. It's very unfortunate, but okay, so it worked with the 3-minute and the 1-minute. Dude, I think I found like the best model. The so far it has like a 90% win rate. Let's switch. Let's go to this month. Go Monday. All right. This is Sunday. We don't want Sunday. All right, here we are. This is Monday. This is literally last week. March. Oh yeah, March 2nd. Today is March 11th. So this was a little bit ago, like 9 days. What we're looking for is sweep of liquidity. There's our sweep. Inversion. Inversion. We did invert it. Okay. Then we did not. We did not. Wait. Looks like we did not touch fully. Ooh. There's our touch. That's our touch, and that's an. Wait. don't know if that's an L or not. I don't know if it went up first or down first. Because if it went down first, it's a W. But if it went here and up first, then it's an L. Let's go back a day. Wait, do we have any profits right now? Nope. All right, perfect. So we can do buy. Oh, we need to sell. What am I doing? Sell. All right, so it's either going to be a plus 1,000 or minus 2,000. Here we go. Ooh, it looks like it's a minus. Looks like it did hit this first. Dang, look at that. Sweeps us out. Goes straight to take profit. Let's see. How do we avoid this? Was this a prominent draw on liquidity? Not particularly. But we don't count. It doesn't matter. It was London High, so it was London High. Whatever a London High is whatever London High is. That was the dumbest thing I've said in a while. Wasn't the greatest inversion, if I'm being honest. We kind of just got unlucky, I think. I think this is just an unlucky trade. So it's an L. That's L number. We do not need to go backwards anymore because we haven't taken out any liquidity. What do we? All right, sweep of liquidity. Oh, this looks really high. High likelihood, but there's like no freaking. Oh, inversion. 3-minute inversion. We now go to here. Give me the inversion. Give me the retracement. Better give me the retracement. Better freaking give me the retracement. Ooh, there's our perfect entry. Perfect entry. Right on the level. Please hit. Restore my hope. Bang. Bang. Plus 2 bands. Why is there red? Oh, I was down $500 at one point. W trade. Wow. Wow. Um. mm, W trade. All right. Next day. Next day. Ooh. Ellie Golden, OG. Okay, this song kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. All right, had to pull up a banger real quick. Right here, bro. Best song of 2016. Although it says 2024. No way this was 2024. Hold on. I need to do some research. This is what you once came for. Okay, I was about to say, why does it say 2024? Anyway, sweep of liquidity. Inversion. SMT. Boys. Didn't even have time. That right there is tragic. That was very tragic. Bro, that led me on so hard. That is absolutely tragic. We are in a pretty big uptrend. Absolutely tragic. Just another L. I mean, that was A plus. Swept the liquidity. Had a weird wick candle though. This is a little bit of a weird candle. That led me on with this candle. So, a little bit weird there, Dak. A little bit weird there, Nasdaq. That's a little bit weird. I don't know why you did that. Next, left on red. Pause. 3-minute IFVG, as you can see, and we get a retracement. Let's see where the retracement occurred to. All right, that first little thing. Oh, it did tap it, didn't it? But I don't think that's... Yeah, price was all the way down here. 25,126. Yep, so this would be the next. Ooh, I love that. I love that reaction. That is a fantastic reaction right there. Let's go down to a more reasonable size. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect sizing. All right, let's see this play out. A plus trade just like that. We would take a W trade on that. Look how fast it is. Perfect. Absolutely beautiful execution on that. That will be that for that day. What are we on? The 5th, and we're on the 11th. So this is about a week ago. Tomorrow, it'd be a week ago. All right, I remember this day actually. This is like we sweep it, but do we actually sweep it? I mean, look at this. This is like the tiniest sweep. 1 point. We swept it by 1 point. Does that count? Apparently, according to this, it counts. So we'll go based on the indicator. The indicator claims the indicator is claiming it's stopping, so it must have swept it. Ooh, inversion. This is sketchy. This is sketchy. Ooh, we extend. We're extending. Extending the inversion. We like to see extensions. Extension's good. Ooh, there's our entry. Okay, we're gonna have to go back in time so we can get that entry. We're gonna want to start placing limits at these areas. Big profits potentially. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, look at that rejection. That's just beautiful, is it not? And low key, if we want to get like an A plus entry, it seems to always come down to here. Like almost majority of the time. Let's see how much better risk to reward we could get on that. Ooh, risk less than 1,000 to make 2,000. That's like 2 RR almost. More than 2 R. Hmm. 2.2. 2.2 R. Do we get the entry? Do we get a guaranteed entry? Or do we get a better trade? Do we get a better entry? Is the question at hand. Mm, that is the question. I I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. So, I think that I'm really loving this strategy because it's mechanical. Okay, there's no like, we should enter about, or we should like to enter like right here. It looks like this will be a good spot. That's what I've been doing for the past like 3 months, and it's been not going in my favor. And I was doing the original IFEG strategy, but I feel confident using the fib tool and then having like a dedicated take profit and stop loss. And we're backtesting it so we know if it works or not. And so far this is working. I think that one thing that maybe we can improve is, I mean, obviously it's all working. It does seem to go to a little bit of drawdown though, as you can see. I mean, we lose the entire R. You see that? We go from 1.2 to 2.2. One entire R just based off that entry right there. Maybe what we do is we do partials, okay? We have half the position here, and then we double down right here. So we go 5 here, 5 here. Am I big burning it right now? Look. We would go TP trade 5, the limit right there. And then a limit right there. And then it would go 10 right here. It's not what I meant to do. Here we go. Sell stop right there. Then we'd go sell limit right here. Now let's see how that. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it entered us like right in the center. So maybe that's the strategy, is that instead we enter in the center right here. I'll put like a faint green line there. So it's like the more risky entry. Uh, how much did that net us? About 900. All right, let's do this. Alexa, what's 618 plus 702, all divided by 2. 660. 60. We're going to go green. We're going to go opacity faint. Well, that's a little too faint. What if we go yellow? All right. So we have stop loss, faint entry. We have safe entry, but bad RR. We're going to do one more day, by the way, and then we're going to get off. Getting tired. Safe entry. Risky entry. Stop loss. Take profit. Those are the only levels that we be using for this strat. In fact, what if we just make a version where it's just those levels? Like, so we just need to turn off. Turn off this. Bam. Then we save this template as this is gonna be called ACE model. I'm calling this the ACE model. All right, here's the ACE model. If you want to copy that, you can. Now, test one more day. We're going to test the risky entry. We're going to test the risky entry. Look at what we got here. Immediately, market open. We have a inverse fair value gap. All right. So I just did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. We're not entering here. We're going to put the entry at the risky. Yep. Put it right there instead. Oh my gosh. Haven't even said TP yet. No, I'm changing this risky to halfway in between these instead. Um, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do instead. So we're not gonna ask Alexa because I don't want my neighbors to yell at me through the wall. They're literally right behind y'all through the wall, and I do not want them to yell at me and get evicted, bro. All right, boys. One more day. One more day. I love backtesting, bro. I love backtesting. All right, come on now. Does that count as a sweep? That court literally is. That is not a sweep. I'm not counting that as a sweep. It's equal lows, bro. What the heck, bro? That does not count. We're gonna trade it. But that is so lame. That should not count. All right, here we go. Yo, what in the world, bro? This is terrible. This was yesterday. Equal lows, and then we just shoot to outer space. Okay, let's see if we get an inversion here. We do. We do get a 1 minute inversion. Let's see how this goes. We're going risky. We're going risky. Ooh. Ooh. If this doesn't work, it's because the price action is terrible and we swept both London low and London high. That's why it doesn't work. But if it does work, then the strategy's goated. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that at all. It looks like this seems to happen. If we sweep uh the low and the high of the day, then it seems to not work. But it also seems to hit stop loss and then go to TP. So maybe if we sweep both, then we just use the stop loss as a TP. I mean, as an entry. But yeah, that's not. I don't want to be doing all that. I do see like a double top here with a lower high, which usually means it's the start of a downtrend. That's another lower high, and another, and another, and another. A little bit of a downtrend. It was just a retracement and the overall uptrend, though. That's what it turned out to be. Look at this. Now we're going to go on to today. Let's see if today would have worked. We can count that last day as an L, but I'm not going to trade it if it sweeps the low and the high of the day. So, take that as you want. It looks like we do get a inversion. We do. Oh wow. Okay, we do have an. Oh wow. This already looks like it's gonna stick my stop out. Yeah. So let's just go back. Oh. See, this is where the safe one would have worked. You see that? The safe actually would have worked today. So maybe we just go safe. If there's not like a clear, well, I guess it depends where the IVG is, right? If the IVG is at the very, very top, we can go a little more risky. But when it's down here at the bottom, there's like this is like way past the IVG. Like this is right here. Then you need to just go ahead and be safe with it and just put it right here. And then do one of these. And bang, that would have hit. And then let's see. I think it went back. Yep. Tapped this. Okay, let's see if this works. Stop at the high. we'll just go stop like $500 and then TP back here. This is what happened when it double swept. Oh, definitely not. Definitely did not like that. I bet it's gonna come back down though. Yep, came back down. It's smack TP. Um, W strategy that worked that day too. I'm glad we did that last take because it told me that you can go risky depending on where the IFEG setup is. Um, Overall, great trading backtest session. This is one of the best ones I've had in a while. Yesterday was kind of depressing because I thought I was onto something, and then it turned out to be luck and not reliable. Uh, so with that being said, peace out, guys. This is so much sauce in this video, so much. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace.